walk away from.
Now you know.
Nice.
For good?
Don't be chewing on us.
That's it.
chills. This would be the place to provide them.
This place could give a mutant nightmares.
One grim locale. I got it.
Perfect.
The place to provide them.
This place could give a mutant nightmares.
Excellent.
If I got the chills, this would be the place to provide them. This is one grim locale. This is one grim locale. If I got the chills, this would be the place to provide them.
Hey,
I'll see what I can do.
Nick.
This place could give a mutant nightmares.
There's something bothering you?
Your thoughts?
Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems. You only have to look around to see where that got us.
I wanted to make sure things were okay between you and me.
Got no major complaints at the moment.
If I got the chills,
Your thoughts?
You see a lot of folks at their worst in my line of work. Hard to not let it get to you sometimes.
Your thoughts?
Always another case to close.
That's all.
Well, all right.
Heads up. Come on.
I'm all...
Over here.
one grim locale. This is one grim locale.
Excellent.
If I got the chills, this would be the place to provide them.
This place could give a mutant nightmares.
This is one grim locale. Like a walking target out here.
Heads up.
Go ahead.
Hey, Valentine.
Something up?
Your thoughts?
The Commonwealth's not an easy place to travel alone.
Mm-hmm. Your thoughts?
Institute treats synths like tools, tossed away without a thought.
Your thoughts?
Who do you think actually won the war? Nobody, I guess.
Your thoughts?
Never did understand why the hell they programmed us to feel pain.
Your thoughts?
Institute treats synths like tools, tossed away without a thought.
That was...
Suit yourself.
You know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement.
What gave you the
Told
idea we're
sanctuary
friends?
would grow. The
Hey,
sight
Piper.
never lies.
Heading my way?
You sure you want to travel with me?
Well, it's that, or get back to writing the paper. I guess the paper can
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
Traveling with Piper is not for the faint of heart. I'd know.
Nick, you always know just what to say.
Just when you think you're safe, you're not. That's how they always get you.
Look alive.
Just let me know.
Hey,
We're gonna need a heavy hitter for the site to keep working, kid. Buffer ought to do it.
Buff out now?
Surprised a frail thing like me wants a muscle chem? What if I told you I used to pack a pair of arms thicker than both your fists put together? Ripped a Raider's head clean off once, I'll tell you. Buffer doesn't do much for me now, except help the site do its thing.
I'll find some.
Just let me know.
Mama Murphy.
I'll need some buffer if you want the site.
No. You're an addict. You need help.
Oh, not this again. Kid, listen to me. I'm old, even older than you'd think. If the chems are gonna kill me, then I say I've had a good run. We'd have never made it this far without the site. We need it. You need it. It's part of who I am.
Isn't there any way you can use the site without chems?
Let me tell you a story, kid. Once, there was a beautiful young girl with a special power. Used to get in all kinds of crazy adventures. She meets a handsome young boy, but he doesn't like her power. Thinks it makes her a slave to something evil. And so, the power goes away, and it's not there when the girl and the boy need it most. Now the boy's gone and the girl is old. But she has friends, and her power keeps them safe. That's all that matters.
The site isn't worth killing yourself over, Mama Murphy. It doesn't have to define what you are, or what you can give.
All right, kid, you got me. If me hanging around for a little longer is worth that much to you, then I'll go clean. No more chems, no more sight.
I just want to trade a few things.
Mama Murphy's as good as her word, kid. No more chems, and no more sight either.
Hey,
Shoot.
Piper.
You sure managed to find your fair share of trouble, don't you?
I suppose so.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. In my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose.
Someone poisoned you?
You kidding me? I barely had the paper going before I got poisoned. First time, I just published an article about this cartel of caravans that had been driving up food prices in the city. Article went over well, even got a boycott of their goods started in town, so I figured I'd pop over to the Dugout Inn for a victory drink. I'd already taken a swig by the time I realized something was wrong. The Deem, he wasn't at the bar. The beer tasted off, even more so than usual. And I started feeling real woozy. I don't know what he slipped me, but I knew I had to get it out. I'm looking around for something, and there it is, the still, and I just start chugging moonshine. Honestly, I'm still not totally convinced it was better than just dying from the poison, but it worked. Blech. And while I was passed out on the floor, security managed to grab the bartender. He eventually ratted out his bosses, and they all got to share some time in the pen.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, I feel like I'm just getting started. Getting in trouble is what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward glory, but because it's right. I just wanted to let you know. I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
I wouldn't want it any other way. I like having you close.
Oh, thanks, Blue. That's awfully sweet and unexpected of you. So you want to get out of here?
Heads up.
You know, you look like you could really use this. These things have literally saved my life.
Is everything all right between us, Piper?
Things are pretty good from where I'm standing. So long as we're helping people out here, I'm all in.
Nothing else for now.
Okay. This one here. Wait, are those Brotherhood markings?
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the...
So, are you finished or what?
Affirmative.
Keep it up, and I may start believing you got some real guts. Here, your payment. Recon's always coming in. If you're interested in heading out on another mission, you let me know. Anytime.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's a simple mission, soldier. If you can't handle it, maybe you ought to... rethink your enlistment.
Heads up.
Point, shoot.
Your thoughts?
If the Institute and its synths think we're going down without a fight, they're in for a damn big surprise.
I just wanted to check in.
Well, it's awful nice to be traveling with someone who's got their head on straight, so I'd say I'm good.
Your thoughts?
I like my pistols like I like my company. High caliber. I'm talking about you, Blue.
Your thoughts?
How did I ever travel without you, Blue?
Your thoughts?
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
Your thoughts?
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
Your thoughts?
Hard to believe I'm roaming with my own pre-war relic.
Your thoughts?
I'd rather know an ugly truth than a sweet lie.
Your thoughts?
Get a lot done for an old-timer, don't ya?
Your thoughts?
Nice to see there's still some folks...
That was all I had.
Sure.
Your lady friend there. She's the dame who writes public occurrences, right? Good stuff. I always did appreciate good investigative journalism.
I got your costume, Kent. And some other goodies you might like.
There she is, pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia, too? You're something else. Together with my gun, everything's all set.
What are you planning next?
I'm still working that out. Some details I want to run by you. Well, after you give me the costume, that is.
Here you go.
After all these years, the Silver Shroud is born again. But there's just one problem. I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler, Jarvie Blake. But the Shroud is strong, capable.
That's probably for the best.
Me wearing a suit is probably a terrible idea. But, you up for being a Silver Shroud? You're just like him. Except you probably haven't been in a blimp shot down by mobsters.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud.
The costume and gun are yours. So you patrol Good Neighbor's streets, and I'll call in any crimes on my radio station. Here's some calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. That way, everyone knows the Silver Shroud has returned. Time to fight crime!
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent.
Calling all Silver Shroud fans. A once-in-a-lifetime announcement. The Silver Shroud returns and he's gonna clean up the streets. Everyone heard how Wayne Delancey murdered Miss Selmy and her kid over a few lousy caps.
Oh no!
Death is coming for you, Wayne.
Galaxy News Radio.
What's with the fancy duds? Looks expensive. Might be I found a new friend.
Rumor is you killed Miss Selmy. That true?
Selmy? Yeah, I killed the bitch. And her whelp, too. Shouldn't have bothered, they barely had 2 caps between them.
You listen to the radio? Someone wants you dead.
You threatening me? Are you threatening me? That's your last mistake, asshole. You mess with me.
Bobby.
There you are. Was wondering if you were gonna show up. Yes, it's me. I have to hide my face in these parts. People like me aren't allowed around here. Now let's get down to business. That big wall of glass looming over Diamond City is the mayor's office. Most people don't know it, but there's a strong room buried beneath. Mayor's just sitting on top of it. And that's our target. The guy has it coming if you ask me. With how he treats my kind, maybe he deserves worse.
What's inside?
Caps, meds, food. Enough to keep this city running. It's things we want. Things everyone wants. You get in on this, there's plenty for you. You got it? So, what do you say we make this party a little bigger? I managed to track down my tech guy. His name's Mel, and he is right here in Diamond City. The guy can make a gadget to solve any problem. Thing is, he's a bit locked up right now. You have to get him out of there. I can't just stroll into Diamond City security with this face, covered or not.
Tell me about this security office.
It's built into some old locker rooms, and it smells the part. This isn't a maximum security prison, and it isn't heavily guarded. No problem for someone like you, right? Pick a lock, find a key, bribe the guard. The usual stuff. Just get him out of there.
Shopping at night? Diamond!
broke up with my girl. She kept the cap off the toothpaste. Know who does that? A synth.
Officer?
Well, look. Diamond City's #1 troublemaker. Oh, I got my eye on you.
I hear you've been asking questions around town. What, Diamond City's got 2 private dicks now?
Mel here. Can I help you?
I hear you're some kind of tech expert.
You heard right. Well, maybe tech is too general. I have a thing for robots. No, not that kind of thing. But I know my way around most machines, yeah. Why? Need my help?
I am getting you out of here.
If so, maybe you shouldn't be announcing it so every guard in Diamond City can hear. Totally unrelated, but I hear that there's an old glitched out Protectron unit back there. Guards asked me to take a look, but it was a real head-scratcher. Couldn't do a thing.
Probably nothing. But some guy came into town, said he picked up a weird distress call in the Cambridge ruins.
Look alive.
Where you look like you could use a pick-me-up.
Are things all right between us?
Well, I gotta say, I like the way you've been handling yourself out here. Commonwealth's not an easy place to do the right thing. But somehow you manage.
Nothing else for now.
Okay.
Officer?
You got something to say?
Why is Mel in here?
Him? He was caught trying to reprogram the robot bartender at the tap house to give him free drinks. Just between you and me, I would totally do that if I knew how.
I was hoping to get Mel at a lockup.
I didn't know Mel had friends. All right, he's pretty much done his time. Let me open up the door. All right, free to go, buddy.
Friggin' slow to join the Minutemen.
Let's just get out of here.
Mel.
I'm curious what this is about, but let's talk once we make some distance, okay? Thanks for getting me out. So, you're Bobby's new toy.
I'm not anyone's toy.
Right. Bobby sure knows how to pick the gullible ones. God. That woman doesn't have a patient bone in her body. I wasn't serving a life sentence here. What, she couldn't wait like a day? What's the job?
You've worked jobs with Bobby before?
Enough to know she's not the most trustworthy person around. The team may change, but every job comes with the same set of cryptic instructions as the next. Yeah, you'd have better luck milking a rabid Yaogwai than getting a straight answer out of Bobby.
How'd you like to help break into the Diamond City strong room?
Well, damn. That's a big score. Could be enough caps there to keep me going for a long time. Bobby may be shady, but she always pays up in the end. So, I guess I'll get my stuff and head over to her place.